Have you ever heard of a vegetable oil known as the elixir of the ancient Egyptians? I have to admit that the first time I heard about castor oil, I also thought it was just as ordinary as any other cooking oil. But the reality surprised me. Over the centuries, despite its thick texture, few truly understand how to use it effectively. Yet, it has been considered a lifesaver in many households. Hello, friends! Due to a small issue, we won't be able to upload many videos to this channel going forward. But don't worry. We'll continue sharing content on one of our other channels so the flow of useful health information doesn't stop. We've left the link in the description and the pinned comment. We invite you to continue supporting us on the new channel. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Imagine an elderly woman in Spain telling a story from her childhood. Whenever she suffered from constipation, her mother would just give her a spoonful of castor oil, and a few hours later, she felt relieved. No need for modern medicine or a prescription. Back then, every home's kitchen always had a little bottle of it, like a secret passed down through generations. The interesting thing is that this use isn't just recognized in folk medicine, it has also been validated by modern medicine. Major organizations, like the World Health Organization, have included castor oil on the list of essential medicines. And it's not just for easing bowel movements. This oil has also been the subject of studies that highlight its potential as a natural moisturizer and soothing agent for the skin and scalp. However, there's something few people know. The dose, method, and timing of use are crucial. Taking too little may have no effect, while consuming too much can cause discomfort. So, what's the key to making the most of castor oil's benefits without problems? In this journey, we'll discover why an oil that seems so common has been considered a natural treasure, and how it can help you feel lighter, more relaxed, and even beautify you from the inside out. I am convinced that after learning all these secrets, you will look at a bottle of castor oil in a completely different way. 1. Information from pharmacopoeias and health organizations. Few people know that castor oil isn't just a folk remedy. It has also been officially recognized by world-renowned health organizations. In the United States, the U.S. Pharmacopoeia, USP, and the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, classify castor oil among the stimulant laxatives commonly used for acute constipation. The recommended dose for adults ranges from 1 to 4 tablespoons, approximately 15 to 60 ml. In simple terms, the effective dose is often low. Just a few drops are enough for its effects without risk. In Europe, the European Medicines Agency, EMA, also recognizes this effectiveness, but it warns that pregnant women should not use it, as it contains bioactive components that can induce uterine responses. This is a very important detail, so older people should keep it in mind and not recommend it to their pregnant daughters or granddaughters. In particular, the World Health Organization, WHO, has included castor oil on the list of essential medicines, that is, basic, safe, and effective drugs that should be available in health systems. This proves that its value doesn't just come from popular experience, it has been proven by modern science. Nevertheless, experts emphasize that castor oil should only be used for short periods to treat temporary constipation, not on a daily basis, to maintain a healthy intestine long-term. A diet rich in vegetables, fiber, and adequate water intake is the most solid foundation. However, the journey of castor oil doesn't stop at the doctor's office or the family medicine cabinet. It also extends into areas few people imagine, such as industry and pharmacy. 2. Applications in industry and pharmacy. When castor oil is mentioned, many people only think about taking it for constipation or applying it to the skin. But in reality, this oil is also a valuable raw material in industry and pharmacy. From 1 liter of castor oil, numerous valuable compounds can be refined. Factories use it to produce strong and flexible polymers, bioplastics, waterproof paints, and even non-toxic inks. One of its most outstanding characteristics is its ability to resist heat and oxidation, which allows it, once refined as a medical lubricant, to help equipment run smoothly and more safely. In the pharmaceutical field, castor oil plays another role, that of an excipient, which is a companion substance that improves the drug's action. For example, in the production of topical ointments, a small amount of oil, about 2% to 5% of the formula, is enough for the active ingredient to penetrate deeply without evaporating quickly. In the soft capsules we often take, castor oil helps stabilize the drug and prevents it from degrading before entering the body. This means that, in addition to showing up in the home medicine cabinet, castor oil is also found in very common things, from a tube of hand cream to the vitamin capsule that older people consume daily. It's safe to say that castor oil is a clear proof of the saying, "One drop of oil, 1,000 applications." If you found this information useful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to continue following us with more advice on health and natural living. And it's not just present in the factory or the lab. Castor oil also demonstrates its power directly on our bodies, helping to soothe everyday aches and inflammations. 3. Anti-inflammatory and local analgesic effects. One of the lesser-known uses of castor oil is its ability to reduce inflammation and relieve localized pain. For those who suffer from swollen and painful knees, stiff necks and shoulders, or sore muscles after a long day of work, castor oil can become a simple but effective solution. The method of use is very easy. Just apply 5 to 10 drops of the oil directly to the affected area and massage gently for 5 to 10 minutes. Many people even use the warm compress trick, placing a warm towel or a heat pack over the freshly oiled area for 15 to 20 minutes. The warm temperature helps the oil penetrate deeper into the skin, stimulates blood circulation, and thus quickly reduces inflammation and joint stiffness. What distinguishes castor oil from other oils, like coconut or olive, is its high content of ricinoleic acid, which has a natural anti-inflammatory effect. While coconut oil focuses mainly on hydration, castor oil is much more potent for soothing joint pain and muscle tension. For this reason, many natural therapists advise that if you're looking to relax muscles, coconut oil is a good option, but if the goal is to reduce pain from joint inflammation, you should prioritize castor oil. Instead of frequently reaching for oral painkillers that can cause side effects in your stomach or liver, you have a natural, safe, and easy-to-apply solution at home. A little massage with a few drops of castor oil is sometimes enough to help you sleep better without pain interrupting you. But what's even more surprising to many people is that, in addition to soothing pain, castor oil also demonstrates its power directly on our skin and mucous membranes. 4. Effects on the skin and mucous membranes. Besides its benefits for digestion and joints, castor oil is also considered a kind of natural moisturizer that many people overlook. The special component of the oil is ricinoleic acid, a substance with mild anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. When applied directly, 3 to 5 drops on the skin of the hands or face are enough. The oil forms a thin layer that helps retain moisture and prevents water loss. For older people who often suffer from dry, cracked skin, this effect acts as a true protective coat. The interesting thing is that several studies have shown that castor oil can inhibit the yeast Candida albicans, which is responsible for infections like oral thrush or nail fungus, and also stop Staphylococcus aureus, a bacterium that often causes acne and minor skin infections. Compared to buying expensive antifungal creams or antibacterial gels, a bottle of castor oil, which costs the same as a few cups of coffee, can last for months. In modern medicine, castor oil appears in products more common than you might imagine. Some eye drops used to treat chronic dry eye contain derivatives of this oil. In dentistry, specialists also use gels with castor oil to apply to mucous membranes, helping to reduce dry mouth in patients undergoing radiation therapy. Instead of spending hundreds of euros a month on multiple moisturizing products, you can turn to a small bottle of castor oil. It moisturizes the skin, protects mucous membranes, and is safe and easy to get. It really is an economical and effective solution, especially for those looking for simple but lasting personal care. And it doesn't just stop at protecting the skin and mucous membranes. Castor oil also silently plays a special role in the world of beauty. 5. In dermatology and beauty, many people often think that caring for their skin is a luxury, but sometimes an ingredient as common as castor oil is all it takes to transform it. Ms. Carmen, 62, used to avoid looking in the mirror because of post-acne marks and small scars from her youth. Following her daughter's suggestion, she started applying a pea-sized amount of castor oil to the scars every night. After 3 months, she noticed her skin was softer, the marks had faded, and most importantly, she regained the confidence to go out without needing to hide imperfections. The mechanism of castor oil is very clear. Its rich content of ricinoleic acid stimulates the regeneration of the epidermis and, at the same time, creates a thin film that retains moisture in the skin. For this reason, castor oil not only appears in traditional medicine, but is also a common ingredient in lip balms, natural soaps, and moisturizing creams. If you check the label of many products, you'll see Ricinus communis written, which is nothing more than castor oil. To remember it easily, you can apply a simple 3-part rule. Use just a few drops, 2 or 3, on your face or hands, spread it with circular motions without rubbing hard, and have patience, persevering for 6 to 8 weeks to notice visible results. Unlike creams that promise immediate effects, castor oil provides a gradual and lasting change. The skin becomes more hydrated, even, and healthy over time. Sometimes, the secret to long-term beauty isn't in expensive products, but in consistency with simple ingredients that have been valued for generations. However, what few people imagine is that this oil, so associated with aesthetic care, can also help strengthen the immune system and promote healing processes inside the body. 6. Support for the immune system and healing. If we compare the immune system to an army that protects the body, castor oil is that silent friend who reinforces that army. Research has indicated that castor oil can stimulate the activity of lymphocytes, which are the frontline soldiers against bacteria and viruses. This means that, when used properly, the oil not only eases constipation or reduces pain, but also helps strengthen the body's natural defense capacity. In fact, a small study published in the journal Complementary and Alternative Medicine Clinical Practice showed that people who applied castor oil compresses to their abdomen for 2 consecutive hours experienced a significant increase in white blood cell activity. This effect was maintained for at least 7 hours afterward. In older adults, whose immune system weakens over time, this benefit is even more valuable. The method of use is very simple. All it takes is 1 or 2 teaspoons of castor oil applied externally as a warm compress on the abdomen or chest. You can think of it as a warm hug that helps the body recover peacefully after fatigue. Additionally, thanks to its anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, castor oil also promotes faster wound healing. Dry, cracked skin, small scrapes, or minor ulcers can be soothed by applying a thin layer of oil, as if you were giving the skin a natural protective shield. Sometimes, immune strength doesn't come from expensive prescriptions, but from a simple bottle of oil that has been with humans for hundreds of years. In conclusion, all of this demonstrates that castor oil isn't just a remedy, it's also a constant companion for health and daily life. Looking back, castor oil is not just a traditional remedy, but also an ally that has been present in both modern medicine and everyday life. From supporting digestion, soothing inflammation and pain, and moisturizing the skin, to its application in medicines and industry, its value has been proven throughout the centuries and also by current scientific evidence. The important thing is to know how to use it correctly. For older people, just a few drops a day to moisturize the skin or a well-managed teaspoon to take care of their health can provide benefits. However, it's always important to remember that pregnant women and people with pre-existing conditions should consult a doctor before using it. When used correctly, castor oil is a healthy ally. When used incorrectly, it can cause discomfort. I want to speak to you directly. Imagine a future where you wake up every morning without the worry of constipation, with softer skin, less painful joints, and the peace of mind of having a small treasure at home to take care of your health. Castor oil may not be a miracle, but it is a simple, sustainable, and accessible solution. Thank you for joining me on this journey to discover this very special oil. If you found it useful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to continue receiving more valuable content about natural health. Your health is the greatest gift to you and your family, and sometimes a simple bottle of oil can help keep that gift intact.